So it's very simple. You're going to notice right up here this little bubble right there, and it has a number one. That is texting. Okay, so that lets me know that I have one text message right now. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and just go ahead and simply call and text it from my phone real quick, and act like a customer. Say, okay. I just hit send. You'll see a pop up that says you have new message received, and you'll see that text message went from one to two. Click on it, and it'll open up the text box. Okay. Right over here, you can see that I have two unread, two open, and one closed. So if I click on the unread, you'll see that text message just came from Mad Frog, and I have an unknown. If I click on the Mad Frog, and it brings up over here on the right-hand side, you see, can someone please give me a call about my heater? And you just respond to it, yes, and hit send. Okay. Very simple, just like you're texting from your phone or your computer. Other thing I want to let you know about is right over here, these three dots. So if I'm sitting there clicking and talking to Mad Frog, and if I want to or I need to, I can click on it and I can go to their customer detail center, or I can book a call. I just simply go right there and go right into booking a call. If I want to go back to my texts, simply text message, click on that, and it's no longer in the unread, it's in my open. These are my ongoing text messages. Let's say, and send it. Once your conversation is complete, again, go to your little dots and you'll mark as closed. Say yes. Okay. Now that moves to the closed text messages. Text message will stay there for 30 days. After 30 days, they will fall off of um, the closed. Now, if you want to, you can always go back to the customer file. When you're here, right over here on the timeline, you'll see the attachments has always been there. You see a new tab, SMS. Click on it, and you will see the history of all the text messages between you and that customer. Sarah, now if I get understanding right, Sarah's asking, can they book a service call, routine service call from the text box? Um, they came, but like I said, you saw how I did the three dots and hit book a call, and I was able to create one for them. And I could have went back and gave them the work order number and such. A service for the contract. Okay, so we've always had this when we send out the reminders for the up and coming inspections. Let me show you real quick. Right here, if you just put that slider on to yes, and you can hit SMS or email or both, when we send out those reminders, it will include a link for them to schedule their own agreement or their inspection online for you. Is that what you're talking about? That feature is already there. All we need to do is make sure we have a phone number. Now, kind of on the same subject, on the communication templates, we've kind of taught in the past, especially on the text messages, to put do not reply or something like that there. You can actually take that out. So they can actually reply from the text message that gets sent out from the system and reply back to the system with that text. Let me know if that is what you're thinking about, Miss Sarah. Okay, so we understand it now. So if they text in what you want to do on that one, let me go ahead and send another text to myself. You see it popped up again. There, it's here. So right here, so they want to book their inspection call. So I need to schedule my inspection. At that point, you just simply go in here to their customer detail. I can hit agreement and I can hit the button right here to schedule it. Hopefully I understood that one. Also, if you haven't done it yet, the What's New document on our webpage um, also details out a lot of the features here as well. The other one I want to show you real quick, I have this unknown number. It came in. It's still unread. I click on it. Now that number is associated with multiple sites. So in that case, I probably could respond and say, okay, which site are you talking about? It's the McDonald's at 878. Then just simply select it, say yes, and it will link that text message to that McDonald's. So now when I go into history, I want to see this text thread underneath that McDonald's. Okay. And again, the little dots are really good here. The little refresh, you don't have to really use it, but again, this is kind of refresh it. If you think that they may have answered you and you don't quite know, or you don't think your screen updated, hit the refresh. It just goes out and refreshes everything. Okay. Now, here's the other thing we need to talk about is the actual customer file itself. To get them, just because you call me and you say, okay, I want two-way texting and we turn it on for you, that doesn't mean you cannot go in there and just directly text a customer. They have to be opt-in. So if I go in and try to text this customer, so I come in here, Boughton Farms, new chat, and you get a way to search for the customer, click it, and if I try to send them a message and they're not opt-in, it's going to respond back to me and tell me they got to be opt-in before you ever can text them. Okay. So unfortunately, we cannot go into your customer database and opt every customer in for it. You'll have to go to each one individually and opt them in right here. Okay. So again, it's Twilio spells out to how we can handle this and the steps that we got to do to keep y'all legal, us legal, and everything like that. So again, you have to go to the customer and you have to plug in the check mark right here, Twilio SMS opt-in. It'll give us a date that that customer's opt-in. So like this customer's not opt-in. Okay, so you can simply click it. It will send a text message to that customer, let them know that they have been opt-in. So if you think you're being sneaky and going to opt them in without them knowing it, they do receive a text message saying that they have been opt-in. Your customer has the ability to type in stop, and it will automatically take this check mark back out. If they're not opt-in here, and the customer initiates the text message, either through the reminder or from your website or ever how you advertise your text message number. If they initiate the text message, then it will automatically opt them in. So again, the outgoing one-way message does not need to be opt-in. They just need to have a check mark here. And if they respond to that reminder that they have up and coming inspection, if they respond to it, that is them initiating it. So it will put a check mark here for you. If they go and got your phone number and they text that phone number, then again, it will automatically again opt them in. If they decide not to or want to leave the chat, the texting, all they have to do is simply reply with stop. Okay, any other questions so far? Let me look at it and make sure. Allison, if they respond to a automatic reminder, no, we don't see that message coming back. It's just whatever they're asking for. Sarah's wanting to know the charge. So the way the charges break down, it's $1 per month for the toll-free number, and it's just under a penny per text. Either way, outgoing and incoming. It doesn't charge your customer, it does charge you. It's something, if you're used to the reminders already going out, it's just added to your bill. We don't mark it up or anything like that. It's just whatever Twilio adds to it is what we send out to you. Now, Allison, so again, the one way is this, the reminders that doesn't, they don't need to be opt in there. They just need to have opt in right here. Okay. If they respond back from that text message, we don't bring that message back. So that if they say, "Oh, I want to schedule my call," then that you don't know the original text message that went out. Yeah, Cecilia, it's a little less than a penny per text. So it's the same thing that if you're using the text reminders now, it's going to be exactly the same fee. No, you cannot send any attachments or PDFs along with the text messages. Okay, so it's Spencer. Okay, I got you. I'll get your email as soon as I get through with this webinar on that. The history text chain is all users. We do not, if you go into this, into here, you're going to see all the two-way text messages going back and forth between all the different users within your company on that. When it goes to history, we do not, all text messages go. I had to repeat myself, Miss Celia. Someone dropped, I didn't repeat my question, so now I do. Okay, let me see here. So it's really a simple feature. It's really a nice feature. There's more that we're going to do with it in the future, but we had to get a starting spot. So let's back up a little bit. So if you are already using two-way texting, you just simply come into the Spokey Thingy phone setup. If you have a phone number there, All you need to do is email me and say, we want to turn two-way texting on. If you come to that same screen and this the phone is blank, then you need to text me saying, hey, we need a phone number and we want to turn two-way texting on. Once all the number is registered and we get the feedback back from the Twilio that you're okay, one of us will call and let you know that it is up and running. Again, to initiate text messages, you have to go to the bubble. You have to hit the new chat, and then you can do a search or click on it. And see right here, the default phone number for this customer null appears, so that's blank on that. Please verify again. So you'll get the error before you ever get into writing the text message. Okay. And then from there, you can initiate your text message. Once you've either text message come in, you'll go to unread to open. And again, don't forget about your three little dots. I can close the chat, the text message chain. I can go to their customer details, or I can go to their book a work order. If you hit book a work order and need to come back to that text message, just simply click on that and it'll take you back to it. Probably wouldn't hurt to go ahead and duplicate your screen so you can have one screen with the text messages and one screen for booking the call, looking at the customer, that type of stuff. Once you're done with it, you simply go in here, mark as closed. That lets us know that thread is complete. If they text back or you text them, it'll start a new thread, but all that will go into their history. Again, that's going to be in the customer file itself. In right here. Can we get caught back up on some questions? You will not get alert if another employee, another user within inside of ServiceFactor texts the message out. You will still be able to see it on the screen, but you will not get alert that if they text back, then it's going to pop up and tell you you got a new text message, and you can go there and look. But we don't right now. We're not separating text messages by user. It's all or nothing. So I wouldn't be texting anything I don't want anybody else to know about. It does not reopen a closed chat. So once you close that thread, if they initiate or you initiate, it initiates a brand new text thread, starts over. Like I said, we have more plans for it, but like I said, we wanted to get it out there, see how y'all are using it, get feedback from y'all. That's the reason why it's still in a beta status. And as we get the feedback from y'all and we get it to the programmers, we can start tweaking it, then we'll start finalizing it. But it is in beta, it's just out there. We wanted to get the base out there so we can get some feedback on it. So if you are using inspection reminders now and you got text messages that go out and it says do not reply or something like that, you may want to go and delete that out. May even want to tweak it, have your say, simply reply here and schedule your call. Um, Miss Sarah, I might be a little confused on that. Says, I mean, I have a one, so you have a text message chat. Is this something you currently have now? At this moment, the messages are only sending out an SMS. So I do believe there is a limit, a character limit to like 140 or 150. It may say that in the what's new document. Okay. Okay. So you're currently seeing a one up here. Okay. And it is your screen, not my screen. So if you click it, it should open this up. You should either be unread or open. So right now it shows I don't have any unread. So I don't have any. I only have one open message that's live chatting now. I've closed out three so far. When we get through with this webinar, I'll log in as you or log into your company. I'll take a peek at it. Okay. Like I said, it's very short, sweet today. Okay. I don't see any more questions that came in, so we'll call it the day. Don't forget, again, go look at your phone number. If it's blank, let me know you need a phone number and you want two-way. If the phone number's there, then let me know that you want two-way. And like I say, I'll get all that started as soon as I get back from lunch. Okay, I don't have any more questions. Again, we appreciate each and every one of y'all. Have a great day, and we'll talk to y'all soon.